Hello everybody, welcome back to some Banner Saga. We are going to continue the adventures of Rook and Ivor. Just gonna send out the messages that we are live. Too bad. Hashtag stoic. Okay, and then we're going to send that to YouTube's. No, Facebook's. The Banner Saga. And one more. I think I can go edit my... So I'm really sorry I did not, I was supposed to do this 2 days ago, but I did not continue 2 days ago. I took a little bit of a 2-day break, and I'm back now for some daily streams for the next foreseeable future, couple of days, 4 days in a row, something like that. We'll see. It's probably going to be mostly Banner Saga because I'm really curious to see how far I can go in this game before I get frustrated by the difficulty. So let's see how far we saved. Let's see where the last autosave was in resume. I would like to see our resume, please. Thank you very much. Is this where I was? 11 days, I think so, yeah. Oh yeah, I'd just done a silly training session, which I really hated. Heroes, do I have anybody to level? I don't think so. Okay. Oh yeah, Trigby. Oh, and Ivor. So yeah, for sure. Ivor, for real. Yeah, promote. How much is it going to cost to promote you? Dude, 10. That's starting to get good. Okay, but he has higher stats and talents. Improve your ability. Okay, yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I like Ivor. Ivor's like one of my favorite characters. So, battering ram rank 2. The character smashes into an enemy or ally, knocking them back to 4 tiles. So, the ability can be used on both friend or foe, making it versatile in many situations. So friend, I can like send them backwards so they don't get hurt. That's kind of neat, actually. Is a strong arm. They have so many weird classes. So knockback and do 3 break damage. Okay. Okay, that's fair. Damn. Yep, and dodge. Long lives generally belong to the fighter with the fewest scars, rank plus, so 5% to avoid strength attacks. Okay. Lucky shot. The god Dengler, sorry, might be dead, but only luck explains a 30% bonus hit chance. Okay. So, I do like that though. Exertion is the amount of willpower you have. is it worth going into this now or just bringing up my basic stats? I think I'm just going to bring up my basic stats for now. I'm going to put both in here, actually. Oh, no. It's kind of a tough one, because shield breaking is useful. I'm going to try this. I mean, mistakes are to be made, I guess. It's not a big deal. Mogan no Trigvi. He's a first level, so it should cost 5. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Okay. Trigvi definitely is that higher. That. I want him to be able to pierce armor well, but I also want him to be pretty resistant. And I believe that's it for now. Ivor, yeah, there's nothing you can equip for now. Okay. And who do I have in my line? I actually like having an odd leaf for some reason. It makes me happier than Mogan or Hogan or whatever, or than both the brothers. So this is a good line for me for now, I think. Wasted a lot of my renown though. So we rested, everybody's good. Let us leave and continue on to Frostvellr. I think that's what it's called, Frostvellr. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, a man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. Wish the fighters well, see them off with extra supplies, remind everyone that they're free to do as they please. You think you'll survive out there on your own? Wish the fighters well. You nod your understanding. Kin is kin, you say. Do what you must to protect them. The man claps on your shoulder, and the fighters depart. Yeah, we lose some fighters, but we get some renown. We have enough fighters. I find we have enough fighters, but what do I know? Ah, it was Frostvellr, and I remembered properly. Complaints of Raffensvarter's excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snagged canvas through a campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. Clansmen put out the fires in both the wagons, and Raffensvarter, sorry, I'm not pronouncing that name properly. Raffensvarter's leg before landing him to you. Raffensvarter groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes, but go back to their business. Somehow you doubt it'll be long before Raffensvarter manages to find another drink, whether you'll allow it or not. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm trying not to be too much of a dick. I love the foreground, background, midground. It's so beautiful. Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Raffensvarter, the unabashed drunk, staggering towards you, looking not entirely sober. His screams again, pointing to the trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround Raffensvarter. Let the clansmen deliver justice. A swift and brutal beating befalls Raffensvarter, one that leaves him begging for mercy. The next time he is offered mead, the man shies away in fear. As for the rest of the caravan, everyone seems pretty satisfied. Man, morale improved, we beat a drunk. That actually sounds very Viking-y. Beautiful city. I love the longhouses. Oh, it's so cool. Man, our caravan got big. We do have 435 clansmen. That's excessive. I just realized how many that is. You jostle through fallow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvellr for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. Oh, great. I forgot about this. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddleaf finds you amongst the many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody is being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Varl from Blotzbalker, Greyhorn, people from Bitra, all the nearby villages, the dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostvellr has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they close the gates. When the dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. We're getting in the wall somehow. I want to know more about what's going on there. Let's lay low for now and see what happens. What else? Where else could we go? I see a lot of people gathered around the rest houses and the gates. We could find out what they know. How would we get in anyway? They closed the gates. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there's another way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it, just push it really hard. Okay, that was a save. That's good. Ooh, a market. Yeah, market, rest. So I'm definitely going to go to market now, I think. Because I really need to get supplies. Can I go to... Okay, was that all my renown? Maybe. What are the items? Jarl's seal, 1 will per turn. The stamp symbolizing a chieftain's will, passed down from father to son and kender to kender. Okay. Bjorn av Leander. 2 arm per turn. That's actually really good, but that's level 5. I don't have anybody that level yet. So we're gonna wait up. We take this, that's good. We have 15 days of supplies, we have 17 that left. Rest is good. Let's go to the gates. You approach the gates where hundreds of people have gathered. In the trodden, bloody space in front of the door, several pincushion bodies lie unclaimed as though they simply belong there. Archers up on the wall make it clear that nobody will be getting in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy and reason when they're not flinging stones and curses. Ivor, did you really expect to push these gates open? Find out more from the crowd. Shout at the guards on the wall. Find out more from the crowd. You spend an hour talking to different people who all have the same story. A couple days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates, and refused any more refugees. They've got huge stores of supplies in there too, adds one man. They're just hoarding them. Try to push through the front. Shout at the guards. Leave the gates and try something else. You leave the crowd and head back down the hill. There's a lot of people gathered around the rest houses, says Oddleaf, pointing. Maybe we can find help there, or at least make ourselves useful. Okay, so the rest houses. It's really the rest houses, like where you go for the resting. You spend a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone... Just a second, everybody. Yeah, you spend the whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just shut himself in his great hall and closed the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here. Adzalet, we could help them. The rest house is overflowing with refugees, the sick and wounded and noise. Tend to the wounded, settle in for a long haul, rest for the day, leave and try something else. No, let's tend to the wounded. Alet and Oddleaf spend the day along with others in their caravan treating wounds, most of which came from archers at the gate. I overheard from one woman, that the city has been sending carts with food around. Oh, that's not so bad. Could be a way in, Ivor replies. Next time they send a cart, we bring it back. Oddleaf protests. Aside from leading to a fight, it would probably mean no more food for the refugees. Yeah. Leave the food cart alone. I don't want to get involved in others. If others are going to suffer for it, you say. You return to what you were doing. The rest house is overflowing with refugees, the sick, wounded, and noise. After a long day of argument, you all finally agree to dig in with the other refugees. If you have to, are you sure there's no other option? Asks Ivor. Sooner or later the dredge will come, probably sooner. All we can do is be ready. You know my thoughts already, Ivor said. We need to get into the city somehow. Okay, this really just leads back here. The market is just the market. Okay, there's nowhere else. Okay, so no, we're digging in. Yeah. You settle in, you're not sure how long, but you know it's the best you can do for now. Little did they sleep. Okay, so we got to Frostvellr. Oh, we're going back to our other group. Nice. With like all the characters dead. My Gunulf, my best character, my Warhawk, dead. Hakon. Moger. Hakon, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted. And more weapons, extra supplies too. You perk up, just now realizing Moger has been talking to you. Since Vogner died, everyone has been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Hakon? Sorry, just tired. I was saying the Varl we sent to Strahd have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor. Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we... I love the way this game is written. Like, the story is really neat. The interactions are cool. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property, a man named Eric. Eric? I met him. He seemed competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it, unless he wants dredge crawling up through his streets. We've put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths, then. You're sure that wound has healed, Luden? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. They're right, Luden. Return to Strand. Go home. Luden makes his own decisions. We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and slaughter some dredge. Luden turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering roads, not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Luden won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Luden get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon? Tell them to be cautious, no more no less. Will do. Give the word and we'll set off. Moger. Moger. It would be Hakon, actually, or Hacken. Hakon, I think, because... Hakon? Maybe Hakon. I don't know. Yeah, Hakon, maybe. Hakon, yeah. Heroes. I think I have some people that leveled here, too, don't I? Oh. I'd ask how you're dealing with Wagner's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Moger, which is good. I know most of these Varls, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Wagner. To tell the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Throw together this many Varl, half of them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal. I've got it under control. The fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Wagner. Those are the ones to worry about. What about Luden's men? They don't want to hear anything from me. I know that. Any problems? Could be. Luden's pet Varl is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. Yeah, my question is, where are your women, too? His girl in red is scary, too. Irsa. She's probably the best fighter Luden's got, to be honest. I've overheard some of the Varl call her the witch. Why? The flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick. But the fires upset our Varl more than the dredge. Still doesn't make much sense, witch. They're not scholars, Hakon. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. More than I am? Any more rope and I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forget you weren't around back then. At one point I had more rope. I hung myself. So no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. Think we're walking into a death trap? This many Varl? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough though. I don't like being the one that sends Varl to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who wouldn't expect Wagner to drop like that? Who would have expected Wagner to drop like that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although I have to wonder, nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. I'd rather not say, Hakon. Why not? It's the kind of thing that it gets stuck in your head and you need to clear one. And you need a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it. Sounds important. Tell me, how did Wagner die? He ran into dredge. Wasn't expecting it. When we found him, he was lying face down like he was struck from behind. Did he really get taken down by some random slag? Who else was there? You think Luden? He probably didn't, but damn it. We should keep an eye on that bastard. If he sees anything at all else, tell me. I will. Let's get back to it. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. Let's talk to everybody. You knew him well, didn't you? Wagner? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did in any case. Really? You sound like you were like, I suppose so. When he spoke, Varl listened. I knew that. I could use that help here. The scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Moger's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. I heard you were a terror in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we Varl can get naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me, just hunkers in Grofheim, collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Kromer is close, I think, but the addled son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am, though. Although, the scrivener gestures around him as if to remind you of the current situation. You chuckle. Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery baron. For your under. For your under now. Can't remember half what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence, don't get fancy on my behalf, Hakon. Okay, I won't. How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner in Arborang for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes. The Menders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No. It tells a broad story. I think there's some value to. I think there's some value to it. Value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs? Ludin's? God's no. Gods forbid. Ha! You relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Well, see, that's what I'm wondering too. Gods, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could have happened. No more black mouths. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths with you. Ha! You consider what to say next. Get some rest. Always more marching to do. I've hoofed more hills than a horseman with a drudge. Don't worry about me. The characters are so cool. Whether they're Varl or human, they're so cool. Yeah, I just wanted to check to see my heroes. Oh, first of all, why do I not have more people here? Oh, that is all my people. So we're gonna level. Do these have a different renown? I didn't notice if they had a different renown. But we're definitely gonna make him a. He's a War Master. Great title. Great name. Fuck, I love it. He's already got 2 link. I'm gonna make him a little bit more resistant and definitely stronger. Like, I feel hitting stronger is a good thing, but I'm not really sure. I think, so that's your armor. If I hit a 10 with a 15, I do 5 damage. I think 5 damage goes through is the way I think it works. But, and if I'm trying to break the shield, the maximum I can break is 2 plus whatever I spend in will, if I'm understanding the system properly. I think so. If anybody watches this and has something to write in the comments so that I understand that better, please do so. I will definitely say yes to help. A little bit of promote here. Let's get some promotions. What are you, Eric? You fight with what? Can I give you more of this? I'm gonna max out that actually. Yeah, that. Let's see if we can max out his shield. Okay. That's good for now. Are you still wounded? No, you seem to have healed. Fantastic. Alright. Is there a rest here anywhere? No, there's just map. Leave. This is Vetterfell. I'm pretty sure the 2 caravans meet at some point, if I remember. Look at that, says Moger. In the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen, though. We could just as easily pass by and rush up there to slaughter them. Ludin overhears. There's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand. He says, you ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. It'd be a waste of time. Strand can handle that. Moger sends some warriors to take care of it. We'll deal with it ourselves. Let's do that. Will do, he says. Hopefully they'll be able to catch back up to the caravan. He rushes off to find some volunteers. Ludin and his men are not asked. You return to travel. Just 5 renown. Wow, I have a lot of Varl. 185 fighters. Hack on. You can hear Ludin's hard-booted trot as you set up camp the first day and brace yourself. Can we speak as equals? We can try. It seems clear to me you plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way. You plan to kill a lot of dredge along the way. Am I right? You're not wrong. Why do you ask? In fact, I plan to go out of my way to kill. We only kill dredge when necessary. Yeah, that was the thing. We only kill dredge when necessary. If necessary, you're not fooling anyone. Don't assume only the Varl can fight. Do you understand me? Oh, that is my banner. We fly to Gorfheim, the banner of Arboran. I insist on joining battle. Almost gutted in your first encounter and ready for more. Whatever you like, Prince. And I expect more resistance. I expected more resistance. Wait, I expected more resistance. From Vogner, maybe. They tell me you were his Kender. That's why you're in charge now. Some sort of next of kin Varl thing? Don't you take on his responsibilities? In my own way. In my own way. Then stop acting like I'm a thorn in your side. When you're nearly 200 years, it's hard to take a 20-year-old man. Is that right? Seriously. You better start. We'll both be king someday. That's the last thing I need to think about right now. Okay, so Hakon is the next in line. I remember that. Something like that. Ludin looks at you as though you just punched yourself. Oh. Looks at you as though you just punched yourself in the face. He heads back to his tent before saying whatever was on his mind. On exertion. You've gotten some characters with high exertion. Don't overlook this important stat. Exertion lets you add more willpower to your actions. Want to add more than 1 star to your attack? Upgrading to 3 exertion lets you add 3 damage to every attack, or move 3 spaces further than usual. If you've got the willpower for it. Remember, each stat is equally important in combat. I know. You've gotten some characters with high exertion. Yes, I know, I did that. I did it on purpose. I want high exertion. I like the idea of being... Okay, who are these people? Oh, that's the chick. Okay, so let's go see this Varl first. You have a moment? As you approach Bercy, he lowers the book he was reading. He doesn't strike you as a book-reading type. You're Bercy. You're Hakon. We've gotten that out of the way, haven't we? I had some questions. Say what you want to say. What's your Varl doing working for Ludin? Where'd you learn to fight? Can I trust you? What's your Varl doing working for Ludin? What's our Varl doing working for another Varl? What difference does it make? It looks like you're in charge right now, so do me a favor and don't get Ludin killed. He's important to you? No, but that's one way to put it. Where'd you learn to fight? Same way as you, by fighting. You know what I mean. I robbed well-protected merchants for at least one man's lifetime, is that what you mean? Yeah, not anymore. I've had a lot of jobs. Can I trust you? What a loaded question. Depends on what you mean. Whose back will you have if things go wrong? Assume I'm looking out for myself and we'll figure it out. And you'll figure it out. Does Ludin understand that? Ludin doesn't even understand that half his army is here just to protect him from the people he talks to. You laugh at the unexpected gouge. Burson grins, pleased with himself. We're gonna like Bercy, I think. I won't keep you any longer. See you on the battlefield, O leader of Varl. You could join us. I'm where I want to be. Don't forget what I said about keeping Ludin alive. Got it? As you step away, you can't help but wonder if there was a bit of a threat behind that gravely request. A little bit, I'm sure. I was gonna go over there to see you, but I guess you came here. Huh? You're so right. She watches you approach with her head tilted back and points a thumb towards Ludin's tent. Nope. Here for you. Oh. Can we talk? Yrsa shakes her head. No. A smile on her lips. Shakes her head no. A smile on her lips. Eyelids low. Why not? I don't. In those two curious contradictory words, you get two impressions. She has a beautiful obsidian voice, and this might be a complete waste of time. She watches you expecting you don't talk. It's about the flaming arrows. You're Ludin's bodyguard. Well, this has been fun. You don't talk. Nope. You do, though. I don't. It's about the flaming arrows. She raises an eyebrow. Varl and fire don't get along. All you get is a shrug. If you're going to use them, she pulls an arrow. There's a flick of the wrist, and you don't quite catch. Suddenly, a bird combusts in the tree behind you and falls to the ground, smoldering. Half the camp has turned to watch. Half the camp has turned to watch. Don't tell me not to. No, he's mine. Before you have a chance to be confused, she cackles, abrupt and loud, then looks slightly embarrassed. You are his personal guard, though? Her expression changes to, of course. How did you end up with someone like Ludin? Luck. She watches you expectantly. Well, this has been fun. She crosses her arm and a hand on her chin and cocks her head to one side. She says, until next time, Yrsa. Hack on. You stop and look over your shoulder. I am a witch, so be careful. She puts her finger on her lip with a soft shh. You depart, not quite sure what to make of that. Honkai. I think we've done pretty much everything. I don't like the way the training works. I kind of like figuring out the combat on my own, but I think we're good. Do we need to rest? Okay, let's rest a day and then let's go. How's my morale? Great morale for now. Okay. You overhear a conversation while marching alongside the warriors. I'm happy to stomp some slag as much as the next Varl, but I didn't join up to take orders from Hakon, says one. Apparently he doesn't realize you're within earshot, not willing to die for him either. Make your presence known, but walk on. Not sure Vogner would have been happy to hear that, you growl loudly. The Varl flinches as you walk past without looking his direction. In the distance you can hear his friends laughing at his misfortune. A small gathering of tents come into view. A group of merchants, from the look of it. You ask what they're doing here. We were camped out at the Godstone ahead, one tells you, leaving an offering to Dengler. As one does, his expression turns. Dredge start appearing out of nowhere. Some of us stayed, though thought the Godstone would be safe, but damned if I know why. We've been dodging them since we left. Assure them the way the strand is clear. They thank you profusely. One stops as he passes. If you're passing by Dengler, do me a favor. My wife's brother stayed behind. You'll know him by a necklace with many rings on it. If you see him, say we are safely in Strand. You nod. After a short time, they continue on. Oh, morale declines. Should we take a rest? I don't know how often we should camp. The caravan slows unexpectedly. Word travels down the line, and then to Moger, who tells you Dredge know we're coming. Probably saw us back at Vetterfell, and did their usual lurking. Could have been bad if we'd plotted into them, but we saw them first. Dredge watch you, waiting to see what you do. When's the last time you commanded a few hundred Hakon? Asked Moger. Don't overthink it. The warriors can take care of themselves. War. When you come across more enemies than your party can handle, you'll engage in war. Give your army orders to fit the situation, but be prepared to get your own hands dirty too. By making battles easier for yourself, you'll end up with higher casualties. Or you can take burden on yourself with a harder battle, but save more lives. If you've ever desperately outnumbered, it may be best to run, avoiding battle completely. Okay. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count. There must be at least 473 of them. You have 185 fighters and 456 Varl at your side. Wow. Even from here you can see nervous glances amid the enemy ranks. This looks like a good chance to press your advantage. Formations. You start comparing weaknesses and strengths, taking into account terrain, morale, and look at your enemy. If you're careful, you should be able to keep your forces balanced. Give the order. You start rallying the forces and gather your allies to you, preparing to enter the fray. Just instead of Luden, I think I want that. Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm looking. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. But if Luden doesn't get levels, that's not gonna bode well either in the long run, so. But this is a big fight, so let's see what happens here. We did formations. Hopefully that's gonna make everything sort of even playing field. Charging might have been the better thing because they're surprised, but. Okay. I gotta remember what to do here. Okay, hack on. I want you there. Yeah, there. 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 Okay. You will go here. Yeah. You will go here. You will go here. Okay, this might not be the best of ideas, but I have a Warhawk, which means I can do a sweep. I don't know what Bursey is. Bursey is a heavy impact, slash damage, strength, whatever. Okay. I didn't really want it to be hack on first, but added strength and armor damage to target and adjacent enemy. Let's do it. They can't attack diagonally either, can they? No. So, end turn for this guy. Okay, that's good. Warhawk, going this way, please. Also end turn. Ooh! Ow! I think I made a mistake with Bursey there, but that's okay. Why does Hakon not have an attack at all, ever? Okay, that was fast. I mean, none of these are good options. Oh, jeez, man, Gunnulf never survives. He's so useless. He needs more armor. I'm just not good at this game either. I mean, that doesn't make perfect sense. Oh, actually, fuck it. We're just gonna do a regular attack. This, to this guy here. We lost 2 fighters already. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 he's summoning more. I'm pretty sure that's how they summon more help, if I remember. Is it worth bringing down his armor by 4 points to... yeah, I think so. Ooh, Hakon. You have to survive this, my brother. And yes, it was totally worth it. Bring it down. There you go. Ow. Nice. You take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You could take this opportunity to pull back and leave combat immediately. On the other hand, chasing down more dredge would rally your fighters and save a few lives. You won't have time to rest or change your party, but a chance to loot your enemies might even reveal items they took from previous victims. kill a few more as they flee. You attack the dredge, still brave enough to face you. This was kind of stupid, but we'll do it anyways. Hakon's gonna die. Oh yeah, Hakon dies. Well, it doesn't die, but... I mean... This was not a good idea, but whatever. Oh! How do I use the horn again? Okay, okay, kill everybody, I guess. That's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Not what I wanted to do. That's not who I wanted to attack. Oh well. There we go. Ah, well, there we go. Okay. That was nice, that's fun. Damn. Damn. Alright. Giggity. see who's hurt. Okay, all these people are injured. 1, 2, 3 days. Oh, God, okay. I like the idea that they can use more willpower. Oh, he's also a warhawk. Okay. Yep. Yep. You died. You're sucky. Oh, you guys don't have any items then. What? You got 2 promotions? Sure. Yeah, definitely. And definitely more of that. Okay. So he's level. Alrighty. And him and Moger were the 2 left standing. We're gonna replace, no, stupid archer lady who didn't really do much for me, let's be honest. But we're also going to rest at least for a couple of days. So that was a pretty rough sort of training. Sorry to say. One more. I'm gonna do it like, I'm sorry. I want my guys to be completely rested. Perfect. And that ate some supplies. I know it did, but let's get on the move. Ludin has been sending scouts ahead, quicker and more nimble than your Varl. One rushes back just as you cross the hilltop. Dredge, that direction! You overhear him tell Ludin. About a day away, they found a village. You ask what they're doing, tearing the place apart. He says maybe 1,000 of them or more, looking for gods know what. This will be a bigger fight than usual. Ludin is uncharacteristically silent, waiting to see what you have to say. Draw some of them forward and split them up. Get closer before making a move. Wait and see what they do. A long day passes. Eventually the scout returns, report that they seem to be doing the same as before. Some move on while others take their place. All you learn is that they may be looking for something to devour in a village that has been picked clean. Need to get closer. You set out at a slow march, moving as quickly as an army can. It'll be another half day before you spy the village. When they come into view, you'll make a plan. Is that the little village there? Yeah, I guess so, eh? Oh yeah, look, there's Dredge. So cool. The village is still a day away. You're eating on the march. A Varl approaches. We had words earlier, says Gris. You recall him claiming that he didn't care for your command. You were right in what you did. Let me join your guard and fight at your side. Pride hangs on his posture and sincerity in his eyes. You've got one shot. You tell him to report to Moger. I don't sit in the back lines. Make a mistake and you'll get your head caved in. Nobody'll lose sleep over it. He nods and goes and speaks to Moger. Nice. I have my own honor guard. And here's the Dredge. Like, that's not, like, look at that. It's so cool. Look at the Dredge. They just be chilling. They're eating the village. You're close enough to hear the Dredge rattling through the buildings below. The village seems to slither. Pull them out of the houses, Moger suggests. Slags can't resist an ambush. We'll have better luck in an open field. You heard him, says Moger to the rest of the caravan. We're going around. It'll take the better part of the day, but you managed to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Man, morale declines. I'm sorry. Well, is that Arborang over there? Maybe. We'll, you hear a shout echo on the wind, a standard Varl greeting. A caravan of Varl are heading your direction, probably a few hundred in total. You meet them halfway. Fasolt. You must be with Vogner. Was. Vogner didn't make it. You're serious? It's getting grim out here, but didn't expect that. You're flying the shield banner. What's happening? Isn't Ulfar in charge there? I'm Fasolf. Ulfar's still in shield. In case he needs to be. He sent me to meet Vogner. Well, you. We've seen nothing happening in Schild yet. What do you mean? No dredge. They never came through Schlid. They're all pouring out of Ridgehorn. We only just found out about it. One group went that way, we came here. Ridgehorn? The fort on the bay? Sorry, I should get rid of my gum. The fort on the bay? That place has been abandoned for 100 years, for hundreds of years. Yeah, maybe that's why they're there. By all accounts, it looks like another damned invasion. Ludin forces his way into the conversation. Wait a godless minute. What did you do? Careful now. You be careful. What did you say? What did you start? You think men don't remember history? The long banner hangs in Arborang. The Second Great War nearly screwed us all. What did you do this time? Who the Fane is this? Nobody. No one to worry about anyway. Ludin's head swivels in your direction, eyes wide. He seems uncertain whether to be insulted or threatened. What orders did Ulfar give you, Fasolt? Fasolt? I'm supposed to offer any support you need. I've got 300 thirsty Varl behind me, and Ulfar wants to know what's happening at Ridgehorn. What's your plan? We're going to Ridgehorn. You're coming. I'll have my Varl in line. Yours to command, Hakon. Are you insane? He just said an army of dredge are pouring out of that fort. Go to Grofheim then, Prince. Having your blood on my hands would be worse than doing nothing. This shut Ludin up for a moment. You can see the battle raging in his head. He looks desperate for safety, but he didn't expect to flee like a coward. He expected you to come along. He glances at his men. We're already this far. If this is the Varl's doing, I'll know of it, and so will my father. Besides, you need my help. Any fighters, and my fighters. If I go, so do Ursa and Bercy. Bercy's good. Ludin's unexpected flip-flop catches you like a swift kick to the shins. Moger can't contain the chuckle. Ha! The prince has courage. I'd rather you were safely in Grofheim, Ludin. Do whatever you like, Ludin. Paint me the villain, Hakon. What do I care? I'm sick of you being the only one who to do as he pleases in this alliance. These are Varl lands. We're facing an army of dredge. How much experience do you have in these matters? True, mankind has never provoked them into war. You're going for a third. Is taunting the dredge into genocide a game for your kind? Walk away. You curse and threaten pandemonium. The prince has chosen to be no responsibility of yours. If Ludin stays, so do Fazolt's warriors. They join the caravan. Wow, plus 330 Varl. Not warriors, though. Yikes, we're running really low on supplies. Is there a way to get... Okay, that's the Godstone. We're gonna camp there for sure. The hike approaches the Godstone in the Godstone is murder. Well, the hike approaching the Godstone is murder. You recall how most Godstones were built on hills overlooking other Godstones so that travelers could follow them and find their way between cities. It does nothing to ease your pain. Dredge, shouts Moger near the front of the caravan. Suddenly black rocks are whizzing past your head. What the hell is this? You shout. Moger shakes his head. A stone slams into the shield of a nearby Varl, exploding into a flash of light and razor-sharp fragments. Get behind the shield bangers, shouts Moger as you approach for a fight. Okay, guys, you have to give me a second. I have to go make some food. I'm feeling like a little lightheaded. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, just to let you know, I'm going to keep playing with the mic unplugged while I eat. Just, slowly while I eat, just so you know, so you don't have to hear me eat. Man, what I made is so good. Anyways, Dread shouts Moger near the front of the caravan. Suddenly, black rocks. Get behind the shield banger, shouts Moger as you approach for a fight. Wow. I don't know what the right decision is for this. I mean, I like the idea of charging headlong into battle, but we're all gonna die. I like the idea of formations, because it keeps everything sort of. But there's a large number. We were against 400 and something last time. We lost some men. Do I want to risk that again? Those old grist. Look, I don't want to. Ah, that's fucking hot. Okay, never mind. Oh, who has the item? What's it do? +2 will rest. Sure, give it to him. Doesn't have enough armor gun off, that's why he dies so easily, so readily. He's just so ready to die. Ooh, so a warhawk? Oh no, a strong arm. A provoker. Oh no, the strong arm's definitely better. I mean, which is weird, considering. I mean, this guy's a tank. Okay, so let's put Fazalt in lieu of Luden. Even though I know Luden, I'm gonna get fucked if I don't have him with me at some point. Because I know you end up with having to use him for something later. I can't wait to get in the part of the story where the wizards show up. I believe it's in the second game, I'm not sure. The Menders, I think they call them? Or Weavers? Something like that. I'd be very curious to have like a full write-out of the lore for this. It's such a beautiful game. It's such a, like, the story's so dope. I would say that's not bad deployment. Seriously. But I will. That's fine. Just put on pause second by the last bite. Almost completely keto meal. The only thing I would say that's not keto in here is the corn, but there's very little of it. Right, I'll be right back, guys. Just a second to bring my plate, and we'll continue. Seriously, continue. buddy. Let's do this. And I can only go by these? Yeah, I can't. Okay. Oh yeah, these guys have their... Dum, dum, dum. Oh, this thing's... They have begun. Ooh, ow. They're always going for fucking hack on it. That really bugs me. Keep picking us down one by one. Gwynolf's gonna go down again. Fucking Gwynolf, man, he's so useless. sucks. Alright, well, I got no choice, I guess. Did I probably have the whoops on that appelle. I think so. I don't know why I have that impression. Poor Gunnulf, always dying. I'm going. Poor Eric. Yep, whoever hits you next kills you. There you go. You take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. You can take the opportunity to let's pull back before they regroup. The dredge give you a wide berth and scatter into the distance. That's a lot of our life. Cut our losses on that one. I didn't want to go after them just in case. What in the depths are these? You wonder, looking at the unusual dredge slingers. Nobody knows without warning. A deranged and half-dead slag stumbles out of the brush, throwing itself upon the yokes attached to the treasure cart. Surprised Varl pull weapons, but not before the whole cart slides off the slick rock and sheer drop. Stopped suddenly by a low growl. The enormous metal wagon dangles precariously off a cliff. From the end swings a confused yox, still tied to its mane. On top, the dredge hangs on tight, keeping the whole thing from plummeting. Over the side is Gunnulf, one hand white-knuckled, the cart the other wrapped around a tree trunk. You grab the cart and pull. You barely make any ground when the tree he's holding onto tears from the ground, dragging you with terrifying force towards the edge. Too late, the others lunge towards the cart just as it topples over the side. At the last moment you let go, but Gunnulf does not. Ah, no, cries the old Varl. The cart plummets and flips over rocks along the way, tossing its contents across the snow. In a shower of gold and gore, the yokes and the dredge are torn to shreds. Gunnulf lies motionless, his limbs sprayed at unnatural angles. Ah, Gunnulf. Following the shock of Gunnulf's death, you find yourself wondering why the dredge went after the yokes in the first place. Then you realize the bigger problem, and the vast fortune now laying at the bottom of the cliff. You call Ubin. What choice do we have, he mutters. Gunnulf is dead. Anyone can see that. Even if we could gather up the gold, we've got nothing to haul it. He sounds defeated but resolute in moving on. You begrudgingly set off, leaving the grisly scene behind you. That's not good. Make it to the Godstone. Your caravan stops, Godstone looming overhead. For a short rest, the warriors are glad for it, and the stone gives you an ancient sense of being watched over in a comforting way. Didn't help the bodies underneath it. Didn't help the bodies underneath it, though. The earth at its base, at the base of the Godstone, is sacred, like a struggle occurred. Is scarred like a struggle occurred. Merchants, no dredge, encircling Dangler are a variety of goods. A barrel of mead, who knows how old, loose silver, a statue made of soapstone, offering to a dead god. Leave the dead and their offerings alone. Leave the offerings, but check the merchants. Brother. In the midst of a pile of bodies, a glitter catches your eye. You fish a gold necklace out from the jenkin and find 5 golden rings strung on it. Merchant's brother. Guess he didn't make it, he mutters. You toss the necklace to Moger and tell him to hang on to it. If anyone can be trusted, it's him. Don't know what made them think the Godstone would be safe, Moger grunts. We're completely exposed up here, he says. If we're going to rest, I think we ought to do it a little bit further away. Examine the Godstone. Dangler was always one of the favorite amongst men, god of good fortune. They believe he brought luck, wealth, or whatever else you wish you had, but couldn't get on your own. The word fortune has a lot of meaning. Eventually you move on. Godstone Dangler. Dangler, probably, or Dangler? Dangler. Danglar. Could be Danglar. What's my morale at? Great morale, it's still okay. In the distance you see smoke rising from the trees. Dredge aren't known for setting fires, says Moger, but it does get their attention. We'd use fire like that to lead them along the great wars. Yeah, but they wised up to that after a while, interjects another warrior. Or it could be some trying to get our attention, claims Fazalt. The other group from Shield were sent this way. No matter how you look at it, investigating will cost time. Send some Varl to go take a look. Moger, send a few warriors to look, you say. They disappear over the hill and you keep a steady pace while you wait for them to return. They don't reappear, well past the time it should have taken. Keep an eye on the fire in the distance as you pass. Rejoin the stone and the dirt and hurry home, you remark to yourself, turning your thoughts back to the task at hand. I set a camp here. Do I have any heroes that need to rest? I think so. Gunelf. Oh no, Gunelf is dead, so no, technically. But I do have someone to put. Oh, Hakon went up a level, that's nice. Let's promote him, yes. The archers are really good at breaking armor. Okay. Oh, you too? go. Alright, everybody's up to spec. So we don't need rest. Yeah? Okay, I will go check. Okay, I guess we can keep going. Moger comes to you privately. I've seen some of the warriors disappearing. He said, at first I thought it was my imagination. Now I'm certain several have just gone missing, mostly men, but some Varl too. Can't quite figure it. If it's abandonment, you can't let it stand. Have Moger's question... Ask Ludin if he knows anything about it. I ordered it, says Ludin. When you confront him, I sent my men to bring back gold from the cart you left behind. If you have a problem with that, with your warriors joining them, maybe you should keep them under control. It's just that he explains his action. You left a pile of gold at the bottom of a hill, says Ludin. What are the chances it'll still be there months from now? The only reason we aren't each carrying a share is because you don't trust us. That's not much of a choice. No, he says unflinchingly. Moger pulls you aside. He has no claim to that gold, but he takes no orders from us either. Like it or not, he's an equal. They'll repay us when this time is over. When this is over, and you'll look the better for it. Ludin folds his arms. You leave no doubt in Ludin's mind that another stunt like this won't end peacefully. He shrugs indifferently. I just get rid of him. I don't never like Ludin. Your warriors demand a break. You halt the caravan with a sigh, but it is honestly you're starting to feel the altitude and weariness yourself. Moger leans. I just came back from. I guess I didn't rest. Moger leans on a fallen tree, fiddling with a crust of bread. Getting colder, he says, staring into the distance. You can see a ridgehorn just start to peek around the mountains. A flock of ravens float across the sky, this clear sky towards the fort. We should follow those birds. Why? That's the plan, isn't it? Are you okay? Without another word, Moger starts running towards the birds and tumbles over the cliff. Suddenly, he's gliding through the air, flapping his arms for all their worth. He swoops towards the ridgehorn before bursting into flames and plummeting into the tower, which crumbles like a log from a smoldering campfire. What? You think you've lost your mind, then you wake up. You don't remember setting up camp or falling asleep in front of crackling logs. What is going on, you mutter. Moger approaches you at the campfire. Hakon, did you see? He starts. Yeah? You both agree to keep it to yourself. Love the sceneries in the back and stuff. I'm sure you've seen them, Moger says, but we've been followed. Dredge have been on our asses since we left the Godstone. Lots of them. I'm sure there's plenty in front of us too, but we're just half a day out from thick woods. We might lose them there. we'll lose them. The Varl don't enjoy shuffling through the undergrowth, but the dredge hate it even more. Most stop at the edge of the forest, and the ones who follow are picked off without much effort. They begin to creep around the tree line, and you hope you can outpace them on to the other side. Deep inside the woods, you get the distinct sense that dredge have more or less surrounded you, and in great number. Their dark shapes create unsettling patterns as they slide between the trees in every direction. You call Moger around. Any ideas, Moger? Yeah, pray to whatever god you like. There's more of them waiting on the other side of the woods than we've seen so far. We might be seriously outnumbered, especially if we wait. Yrsa appears unexpectedly. What if, she says, patting her arrows knowingly, you could set part of the wood on fire to draw their attention while you escape or try to draw them into a trap. Was this your idea, you asked? She shrugged innocently. Okay, so fight your way out as usual. Wait and see if they disappear. Create a forest fire as a distraction. Draw them into the woods and set them on fire. I like that. Draw them into the woods and set them on fire. You create a line of shield bangers and unleash a volley of arrows in their direction, luring frustrated swaths of them into the trees. At your command, Yrsa flings flaming arrows into the key location. The trees erupt and fire spreads quickly. Many fall immediately, but the Varl start to lose their nerve. Some of the caravan is in disarray, some fighting, others fleeing from the growing inferno. Yrsa has vanished. Ludin rushes past in a state of terror. You break from the trees, hoping to regroup. Where is Yrsa? Behind you, Varl are following your lead, though not as many as you had hoped. The dredge, distracted by the fire, have thankfully not yet noticed your escape. Isn't she with you? Don't. Did you make her do it? Where is she? I didn't make her do anything. It was her idea. Ludin stares into the flame, face blank. He's trying hard not to show what this means to him. A miserable moment lingers. We've got to get out of here, Hakon. We brought minutes at the most. About minutes at the most. We don't know that. She's gone. Anyway, maybe she'll catch up to us. Moger gathers the others. Someone drags Ludin along against his will, but you hear no outburst or insult. It's almost worse than that way. Ooh, I have a mouse. Oh, cool. Do you need help? You okay, baby? Hakon, Moger. What you doing, my baby? Other than like going, ah! What is this mess about? Looks like a full-scale battle happened, and recently. But only dredged bodies remain. Maybe we'll see something from the tower. Have Varl search the buildings and make sure there's no dredge waiting to spring on us. On it? And don't set up camp or make a fire. We'll take a look and then get out of here before anything else goes wrong. You mean more wrong? Yeah, more wrong. I've been waiting to see if they have answered. They have not answered.
They have not even seen it.
They have not even yet seen it? Yeah, that'll be fun. How much, baby?
29 pounds of tuna belly arrived. And so people are saying, well, you can have one happy cat. It's like, no, dog. It's like, if the dog eats all of that, the other dog will be broke.
I guess. Shit, we have looted with us. That is not what I wanted. Okay, that's my battle line. Ça commence déjà. Oh, I remember those. Those are funky. They're like grenades. You can't step on that zone.
You got the mask!
Hey, How come he got them? Is that Dom?
No.
Ow. Oh fuck, I can't see it. I hate when they do that. That sucks. I'll read your 15-minute job, my baby. Bye, baby. I'll be here all day if you need anything. I may go for a walk, but it's getting hotter and hotter. Like, it's almost not a good idea. Ow! Wait, I didn't move into it. How'd that... Yeah, I figured they would go that way, but that's fine. I do want to get there as fast as possible. Should be... Yeah, it's gonna be this guy. Yeah, I kind of blocked myself in here. That's fine. We'll go here for now. We'll wait. Let's get Luden up behind Bercy. Okay, Hakon can go here. You okay, Budsky? Was that a weird little sneeze, buddy? Yeah, that's good. Oh wow, the other one ran too, though. Weird. Aha, deflect. Oh, I don't really have to move. That's fantastic. Really? What's his ability? Sorry, big guy. Just gonna pound you flat right here. Oh, we might actually do this first fight. This is the first fight we do without losing everyone. Or without losing someone. Not everyone. Sorry. Ha! Let's impale this motherfucker. Now I won't be able to back him up though, but that's fine. He still takes bleeding damage. Hakon, you can go here, I guess. Ponk! Yeah! Combat system is actually getting more and more fun as I go, so that's always a good thing. You lean on a crumpled wall, watching endless waves of dredge marching below. Satisfied, Hakon? Moger asks. The vast number of dredge remind you of the Great Wars. I've seen enough, you reply. Let's get out of here. Moger stands over the bodies of a man and woman. Think the slag came up here for those two? Asks Moger, waving his bloodied weapon in their direction. Why would anyone be here? No clue, says Moger. They're definitely not dressed for it. Something wrong about this. The girl is definitely dead, but a frown crosses his face as he bends near to the man's chest. This one's still breathing. The clang of metal reaches you from the courtyard below, muffled by the thick snow. You curse, quick, back down. Bring the live one. You skip stairs as you descend, shouting orders to the varl below. Ah. No chance to sleep, I guess. Oh, Eric's injured. Okay, let's try this battle line then. Oh, we have a player promotion. I don't think I'm ready for battle. I don't never think I'm ready for battle though in this game. First hit? Of course he does. Hakon's gonna go down in the first fucking wave of combat. That's great. dun. My god, Hakon's going down hard this fucking fight. Man, these guys hit hard. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, not him. This might be the end of me. All my guys are surrounded now. Oh, I could have killed him with one hit. Fuck. Okay, there goes Luden. Yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, so this is the one where we die, I guess. Oh, ow! Take a moment to survey the battlefield. The enemy is being pushed back all the way down the line. It's rough, man. That's a rough one. What's going on? I had one eye on the fight. Next time I look down, dredge are swarming into the courtyard. Can't tell how many more are waiting out there, but it's a lot. If we're getting back across the bridge, it'll be a fight. Any options? Not really, unless you want to wade into that valley. We're going to have to leave the same way we came in. Hakon, I think you should take a look at this. Nearby, the man had been bundled and laid near a short wall protected from the wind. I think this man is a mender. That raises more questions than it answers. What of it? The Spellweavers in Ridgehorn. Why? Maybe they knew something about what's happening. If he's going to tell us anything, we need to get out of here alive. But first we need to rest. I agree. Let's decide how we're going to defend this dump in case they attack again. Each day we wait here, the dredge are going to pile up. How many will be there tomorrow? Double? What about the next day? Look, it's your call, Hakon, but we can't cut and run on this one. There's one way out. If anyone falls fighting here, they'll be left behind. Alright, I'll spread the word and meet you back here soon. We'll set up a watch as Moger. Who knows what the dredge will do in the meantime. Might try to starve us out or wear us down. Might try to hide their numbers. What do you want to do? Will do, he says. When you're ready to leave, give the word. Until then, I'll see to it that everyone is in fighting condition before we make our escape. Okay, good. Let's check our heroes. I know we're eating through supplies, but at this point I really, I don't have much of a choice. Okay, Gree, or Gris. You are gonna get one of each of these, my friend. You are good to have around. Eric wasn't there, but sure. Oh. Okay. And I'm gonna take you and put you in. I do like Ludin's ability though. His ability to kick and stuff is really good. I'll keep them like that for now. I guess it's leave. Yeah, baby? Actually, you know, guys, I think I'm gonna leave it here for now. Yeah, so I want to thank everybody for stopping by or for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button. It helps me out more than you know. If you want to see more of this content, please do subscribe. I stream every day or every other day, more or less, at least 5 times a week. Either this or Neverwinter or other games that I play. I play a lot of Dark Souls, I play a lot of Bloodborne. So yeah, so if you want to see anything specific, write it down in the comments below. In 6 days, I should be starting Ghost of Tsushima, so I'd like to be at least done this first game of the trilogy, so Banner Saga 1, in the next 6 days. Then I'm starting Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm going to be playing that and this alternatively with also a couple of Neverwinter streams whenever I get the chance to. Because Neverwinter, the problem with that is it's a never-living game, so you got to keep going and playing and doing your dailies and whatever. I get tired of the grind, so I don't always go back to that. I'm just mostly leveling. Yeah, actually, if you want to see some other content that I do in Neverwinter, I've been leveling I recreated the companions from the Dragonlance Chronicles, and I just sort of, I'm leveling them through the game as though they had been in Faerun for whatever reason, and just having a bunch of fun. So like I have Raceland, I have Sturm, I have Gold Moon, and Tanis, Half Elven, which I have as characters, and each of them have NPCs that play the role of the other characters, if you will. So like my Raceland has a carp, and you get the idea. So yeah, so if you want to see more of that, please do subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I'll see you around. Thanks for stopping by.